This is DJ Vaze representing for Don Sinclair with Mr. Bassy, proud owner of the Conqueror Sound. Now, how are you, Mr. Bassy?
I'm fine, thank you.
Brilliant. Your sound has been getting a lot of acclaim on the road at the moment, the Conqueror Sound. How do you feel about that?
I feel great, actually, ecstatic.
That is good. I'd just like to give the people a little bit of research and background on how the sound came to be as it is now. Where did you originally start from, Mr. Bassy?
Well, as a young musician, I started playing bass in a couple of bands, and through that I became quite popular, obtained the name Bassy, and then went on to installing hi-fi sound system in cars.
Was this in London?
Yes, it progressed in London after a few small installs in Jamaica, where I was grew up. I came to London and made it a big in the field then.
Okay, so which part of Jamaica was you originally doing your thing?
Parish called St. Elizabeth.
Okay, brilliant. So you're really bringing the sound system culture from home to England.
Yes, exactly. Because when I first came here and look around and heard nothing going on in cars of such, I'm thinking, boy, the place sound a bit dead with the music. I'd like to do my own thing and probably end up changing that after a while. But I progressed it in doing a small sound to entering competitions.
Okay, when did you start? You said you came over. What year was that?
1983.
Okay, and there wasn't really much happening in the way of car sound systems then, right?
No, nothing at all. Nothing much at all.
Okay, and this is when you started with your first small sound system, you said?
Well, yeah, I bought a little 50 per channel amp from a shop called Tandy's, if anyone remember that back in the days. And then hooked it up to a couple of 6x9s in a Hillman estate, it was at the time. And got some sounds really rocking every time we take the boys out.
And did you have a name for that sound at the time, or was that just for fun?
No, that was just for fun. That was just a general hi-fi setup in the car itself. Nothing big, nothing elaborate.
Okay, and how did the progression come from that car in 1983 to what we have behind us now?
Oh, well, ever since then, I've been changing my vehicles and I've been making my systems in them a little bigger and bigger as I go along. And come about 89, 90, word went around that there's competition, sound of competition going on amongst cars. Who's got the best sounding cars and all that stuff. So I looked it up and entered the first one in Bristol. And then from there, got the real knowledge of how to do things and just basically progressed from there, from competition to competition, to the point where I won the most prestige award for the year in '92.
And which award was this in 1992, sorry?
They call it the Car Stereo Award at the time, which was a magazine called Car Stereo was backing it all, and they were the one promoting it all, and they were the one that presented me with this award.
For you to win the award, did you have to win a sound clash, or was it just juggling at the time?
Well, it's nothing like a Jamaican sound clash sort of system setup. These guys, they do it the right way. They, so to speak, they wanted to see how well you put it together, uh, which in, which includes safety, detailing, how well it sounds, and overall general installation. Really, they wanted it to either look stock or sort of aftermarket setup. Either way, there's categories, and with power levels as well, from like 100 watts up to 2,000 watts maybe, and so on. But for me, it was all down to sound quality and how well I did it, and that's what they wanted, and that's what I gave them.
At the time, did you build those boxes, or were those from factory?
No, I had nothing from factory in terms of installation. I built all the hardware myself, boxes, panels, whatever, door panels, done all the cosmetic myself.
And do you remember the wattage of your vehicle at that time when you won that award?
Yes, I think my category was in 500, between 500 and 1,000 watts.
Was that just for the bass or was that overall
It
total?
was overall total.
That sounds brilliant. That sounds very impressive. So with the vehicle we have behind us here, this is currently the Conqueror sound system, right?
That's correct, yes.
And me from Jamaica as well, it reminds me of the buses in Jamaica. Was there any influence there?
Yes, a lot of influence came from Jamaica. In fact, most of it came from Jamaica because as a youth growing up, I used to ride in all the minibuses that had decent bass sounding systems. And then coming here and doing what I did and going back on holidays, I see they started to progress in making bigger sound systems in vans like these out there and using them to keep street dances everywhere.
So when you won the award now, did that inspire you to then say you're going to take this bigger and better and make the van, or what inspiration did that give you at the time, really taking home the accolade?
Well, after winning the award in '92, I kind of gave it a rest and just continued to install hi-fis in customers' cars. Built a name for myself by then. And it went on till probably about maybe 5 years ago where I came into this little so-called sound clash Jamaican style thing amongst the boys and visited a few, sorry, and thought to myself, you know what, I'd like to show these guys how it's really done.
Okay, nice. And did you then just go back and buy the vehicle and start building?
Not straight away. When I bought this vehicle, I bought it for work. I was looking for a van at the time and then found one. And being who I am, I can't really drive around without any music in there. So I thought, you know what, let me just start off with a simple thing and take it from there and see what happens.
And it really progressed to what it is today.
Yes. After visiting a few more of the Jamaican style sound clashes, I decided to do a big thing and do it proper.
And when was that decision made?
A couple of years ago, what we're in now, 13. It's been going on from 012, I think 011, these clashes, and I've actually started to get most of it done in the beginning of the early part of 012.
And what was the first sound system that you clashed against with the Conqueror sound? Do you remember, or juggle and dance that you played with Conqueror sound?
Few of the boys, too rude, too sweet, chaps, red hot, just to name a few off the top of my head.
And these were based around South London, London, or was this national?
It's kind of national because a few of the boys were out of London, came from out of London, and most of them came from London itself, central. So a little bit of both.
Oh, great. So what are you working with now currently on Conqueror sound system, amps-wise?
In total, around 7,600 watts between bass and mid-range at the moment.
Serious. Very serious. And for selection purposes, are you using laptop or controller, turntables?
Yes, I'm using both laptop mixers and processors to do the job.
Great. Do you have dub plates for your sound system?
Yes, I do have a few dub plates. Not really heavy on them, but yes, there are a few.
Great. And the last time you played out, would you like to just give us a little rundown of how you thought that went and where it was?
How it went, it was mind-blowing, phenomenal. To know that it wasn't even an arranged setup. I was just there in the car park and opened up my van for a little bit of advertisement, and before I knew it, there was a crowd. And
where was this?
this was at Brixton Splash in Halford's PC Road car park.
And how long did your session go on for, this unplanned session?
Off the top of my head, about close to 5 hours, I think. Close to 5 hours. I was there from 6 o'clock and drove out something to 11, so yeah.
Great. The patrons are definitely happy. Was you powered off your battery car power, or was this external power?
No, this was all based on the system internal power. The van external at the time, but yeah, running off the van.
Okay, brilliant. Would you like to just show us what you're working with now, Mr. Bassy?
Yes, it's my pleasure. Let me show you.
So if you could just give us a run through of exactly what you've got here and some information and knowledge behind it whilst you were building and putting it together, right?
Well, for starters, I had to plan around making the van still useful in terms of taking, carrying loads and stuff. So I decided to come up with an amp rack on the side of the van, which will give me optimum space for carrying anything else. What I've placed in there is a couple of amps, some processors, amps by Hyphonics, processors by Audio Control, and at the bottom, as you can see, there's a battery bank. It's designed for 3 batteries in there, 100 amp each. On the right here, I have an additional bass amp, Hyphonics, both together are running 6,400 watts RMS, and the mid-range is running 1,200 watts RMS. All that's never been actually used to its full potential.
I see you have 2 amps here. Do they work in conjunction? Do they work separately?
No, they work together. That processor in the corner there, which is a Hyphonics processor, they join both amps together, so I can use a single bass knob and run both of them, giving identical signal output.
With the external battery power that you said there, how long would that run for?
Depending on how loud I'm going to play it. So it can vary between 10 minutes at full peak or a cool hour, hour and a half.
In this another surprise setting, if you was at an event and another car sound wanting to clash you, how would you then play your laptop or your controller, as you were saying? Because I can't see here where you'd input.
Good question. If I was caught on the spur of the moment, take out my secret weapon here, which is a mixer, where I can plug in my tablet or my phone straight into, fire it up, and I'll be good to go.
And from there you can run off USB like you were saying, or is it iPhone as well?
Yes, both. I can run USB, iPhone, or any source that has a 3.5 jack output.
That sounds great. And also, where would we hear the sounds? Where are the speakers installed, Mr. Basie?
Oh yeah, good question again, because obviously around here you see nothing. But should we open the back here? If you'd like to hold this for me, please. This is where it will all come.
So what are the output of these speakers right here?
At the moment, the bass output is 4,000 watts, 2,000 watts each on the amps. The mid-range are 300 watts each per channel on the mid-amp, totaling of a 600 watt RMS. I've got 8 15 inches here, all by Audio Barn. Mid-market stuff, but it does the job. And for me there, in total, there would be 4,600 watts of RMS power.
I see there you have external inputs. What would those be for?
Yes, in the right-hand corner here is where I would plug in my external mixer and laptops with a 20 meter long cable that would take me 20 meters away, and I could play from a distance, also on mains power, plug into the blue socket there, all night long, all day long.
Also as well, Mr. Basie, I believe you make these for other sound systems as well, is that right?
Well, yes, anything to do with sound system hi-fis, car hi-fis and stuff, I can do all of that for you. Even if you started it on your own and sort of buggered it up, I can always put it right for you. Not a problem. But yes, this is what I do. And I've been doing it for quite a while now.
And how many of these sound systems have you made in your career?
uh, you know what? That would be hard to tell. There's so many of them because I've been doing it from a very long time, about nearly 30 years now.
What's the most powerful in-car sound system that you've ever made?
I put together two 15s in a car before, which sounded very, very heavy. And but as far as being extremely elaborate, this is my biggest one ever.
So this is, as they say, the creme de la creme.
Yes.
Brilliant. Would you like to play some tunes for us, just to showcase the sound system?
Of course, yes, I'll be glad to do that. No.
But then the song I want to see here. This man born General and Robert Lee come on. He's dead before the sun. So come down my youth, Robert Lee, come shut up the other one. Wait until the midnight hour. When my sound is gonna kill the sun guy. Oh yeah. Wait until the midnight hour. When my sound is gonna kill the sun guy. Oh yeah. Nice and enough. Sound boy try this, we must mash it up. Sweeter than the coffee, we're in a thermos. You know some my sound, it well dangerous. That's why we're ready to go kill them sound. We're ready to go kill them sound. I make them not say my sound and they talk and they don't. Let me do. Kill them in the country, then me kill them in the town. And if a guy test him, I go get you on down. Me say, who is sound why you know you're not say nothing. Tell me, oh now go be do no big bird. Who no sound bad shape like some old time coffin. Tell me wanna make them if I don't I'm madden. Me say 8 o'clock come, a sound can't test. Rain at 9 o'clock come, they have them movie at the best. Rain at 10 o'clock come, they have start confess. When 11 o'clock come, they movie at the greatest. So wait until the midnight hour. When my sound is gonna kill the sound guy. Oh yeah. Wait until the midnight hour. When my sound is gonna kill the sound guy. Oh yeah. God, there is no sound in the world where my sound creator. But remember the skin for play in a no area. We start the president out with the people them follow. Them a move on the left and the right and we set in the center. We will execute our sound and traffic cross the border. And make them know my sound run out, yeah. Cause we no afraid of no sound, we no afraid of no pan. Cause them a all bang around. Tell me now where them come from. I pick up them post what them a king champion. And one fit is the A1, the button in the goat man. When me come in the dance and hold them mic in me hand. The people ball Jesus. This a sound town.
Finish recording the sound? Yeah.
This is the champion sound and if you're prouder. Killing the jump and sound in the crowd. Can't hard leave me at a jump and over this our sound play louder. But not done with the pan one come play against the champion. Any tune you put on me I tell us boy we no run for killing the jump and anything test dead. Then we now want them long time man and I calm them long time. Alright, see that up. Where am I trying now? Can you tell me? Whoa. Tell me what you gonna do, son boy. Don't you run from call me. Make sure you can play with. Hey, don't you run from call me. Make sure you can play with. Promoter wanna son boy you laugh. Make sure the champion get in mass. Yeah. Promoter wanna son boy you laugh. Make sure the champion get in mass. So me say, give me me mass. Give me the mass, give me the mass, me no one get cross. Give them some water in the drinking glass. The champion I play and we are the bigger boss, but I them run come.
This is DJ Vaze representing for Don Sinclair, and today we've been here with Mr. Bassy of Conqueror Sound. And remember, for more information and bookings, you can check out donsinclair.com. And before I sign out, Mr. Bassy, is there anything you'd like to say?
Yes, I'd like to thank you for having me here. It's been a pleasure showing you my system and what it's capable of. And if anyone out there who would like to experience the sound, it's available for hire, with or without DJ. Check on Sinclair's website for details for now. Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Take care.